A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. For personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first. And once you're sure, then write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. Also, when it comes to Twinflame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about you or the journey. But in case of therapies, you have to share your personal Twinflame experience in 400 to 500 words, after which we go ahead. This is the love letter by the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, the healed version. So let's get started. This is the love letter by the Divine Masculine, so let's get started. My dear love, thank God for you. Where would I have been if I hadn't met you? Because it's only after meeting you I learned to not run away from pain. In this letter of mine, I would be talking about and I would be sharing with you, my dear, how I faced pain, how I learned from the separation, going away from you. Before I speak about this realization, I first want to say that I love you. I have always loved you and I will always love you. And I only want you in my life because you mean a lot to me in a lot of different ways. I am at peace with your thoughts now, which earlier used to trouble me a lot. I used to try to escape from those thoughts all the time. I do wish that you are equally at peace with yourself and with our love. However, I also feel that this emotional maturity has come to me after going through many years of constant pain, or you can say running away from pain. Obviously, when I was running away from pain, I did not realize that I was in more pain just because I was running away from it. I was attracting more of it. The more I ran, the more I attracted all of those situations. And I ran away from you also because I was scared to get hurt. It was my own way of protecting myself. But I did not know what I was throwing myself into. I even thought many times that let me go through this pain, let me feel this pain. But at that point in time, I did not see any solutions. And then when I decided that no, I don't deserve to go through this, I cannot keep on doing this, automatically I could see solutions. Solutions that were workable. I had more confidence. I was more willing to show my love for you to others. I didn't know many things about real happiness, which I learned after going away from you. And then I experienced the trauma of losing you and the big regrets of what I had done. My relationship with pain and the freedom from being miserable, trying to stop love from coming to me via you, has been an eye-opener. Every human being experiences both gender roles. But I had to bury my emotional side, my nurturing side, because I feared it will give me pain, and I was taught to never get into emotions. I was taught to always be practical and logical. I was taught to always be physically strong. So I worked on my physical strength, but I ignored my mental and emotional state completely. I have learned that both masculine and feminine qualities are found in all people. But for me, it wasn't until I went away from you I got to know this for real. All the artistic men, the environmentalist, the caretaker, the doctors and nurses, the teachers, and many more such professions are built to serve other people, and they all require nurturing qualities. A nurse, a teacher, an artist, a singer, a musician. Even when people do business, it requires you to nurture the business. Taking care of children, taking care of pets can be done by both men and women. But in my world, there used to be a clear demarcation of what a man should do and what he should not do. Even a profession of farming requires a man to be tough, but also gentle and nurturing towards the crops. For many years, I was scared to bring out my nurturing side. I thought I would look like a weakling, and my friends and those who were around me would make fun of me. But then I looked at you and your fighting spirit. You are so fierce. You are so in the face. You always mean business. And this is obviously the new you. I could not see the previous you also. I am not saying that it was completely your fault. As of now, I feel intimidated by you, but it's in a positive way. You make me understand divinity better. I understand things with the help of my emotion nowadays. Though in the past I did blame you for the pain I experienced, but after we didn't communicate for so long, I had my time to think about my issues, because you were not around me to get scapegoated by me. I want to share with you how this decoding and deciding to make peace with my emotional side has been a gift in this journey. For me, meeting you and watching you love me so freely and so unconditionally made me sometimes think at first that maybe I don't deserve this love. Maybe I should just be happy with what I have. I used to look at those eyes of yours, full of affection, full of compassion, full of hopes, full of expectations from me. And I thought, I cannot do this. It's too hard. What are people going to say? It's too difficult. And most importantly, it's different. It was something that I was experiencing, and I did not see anybody else around me experience the same kind of love or feelings, or even the experience of being in a relationship with you. I thought I'm not worthy for this type of love which is full of emotions. And to be honest, I never thought about the love you gave me till I was surely scared of losing you. When I went away from you, or when I decided to ignore you, not look at you, I had my own personal issues to deal with. I was really trapped in my own situations. But now I can understand that you were there for me. You were always waiting for me with those affectionate eyes. And it was me who could not do anything about it. I could see it. It used to make me feel really helpless, but I would turn my face away. All the times you waited to see me, all the moments you looked up to me, I couldn't do anything. And I thought if I ignore you, you will go away, or I will meet you at a later time, when I am relaxed, when I am uplifted, or when I have managed everything. And then to my horror, I saw that you were happy with others, and how much other people also loved you and liked you. You were spreading love wherever you went, but it was me who was losing out on it. And it hurt me so much to see that, to even imagine or to even think that you may not love me the way you used to, because you were living a happy life without me, with those who made you smile or took care of you, unlike me, who was always scared of accepting you or loving you based on what other people would think about me. I'm not scared to accept you in my life anymore, and I will take whatever steps necessary for it. I'm not going to hide my love for you. And I won't also force you to come back to me, because I know that I also did wrong to you and you might have been upset with me. But I also know that no one deserves you more than me. And I know that you also love me the most. True love is never one-sided, so how can my love be one-sided? To hell with other people, to hell with the society, To hell with all those who think that their wants, their desires, their wishes are more important over other people's love. To hell with other people's personal experience on earth. They are all having their own individual experience. But I cannot live my life based on their experiences. It was wrong of me to attach myself with them. I started focusing more on their personal anecdotes and trauma bonds. And every time people would say something to me, I would fear that it will all happen to me as well. And staying close to you will create nothing but more trouble in my life. At that point in time, your anger or your aggression, which was only for my protection, to love me and to save me from the wrong notions, whatever you did, I misunderstood it and took it as bad behavior. I also wanted to control you. I wanted you to be available for me when I wanted you to be available. But when you wanted to be with me, I did not care about it. Or I just pretended that I don't care. Our differences, our arguments, or all the other arguments with other people that I was having, ever since I got close to you, there were so many people, who were telling me, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. I listened to everyone, but I did not listen to you, and I didn't listen to my own self. I gave importance to my fear-based thoughts, not cared about what I truly feel. I don't care about what other people feel and think and do anymore, because you are my true love, and in that sense also my first real love. So what if I dated other people? Who doesn't? So what if I made mistakes? Who doesn't? The more important thing is that I'm willing to fix it, and I have learned from all those wrong steps I took in my life. I'm also sick and tired of living in fears and not thinking through solutions. When I saw you with other people, it gave me the biggest sting in my heart. I was so pissed off, but for a long time I cried helplessly. I cried to God to bring us back together somehow. I also was sad because my financial state wasn't that great. Yes, I look wealthy and rich, but so do you. It doesn't mean if I come from an affluent family or a well-to-do family of, my father or mother or my ancestors had a lot of money, does not mean that I also have that kind of money or I can make that type of decisions. I genuinely felt that since I was living under the shadow of other people, I really had to step out and be independent. Even if I would take up my own room, even if I would take up my own apartment and stop living in my bungalow, that apartment would be my own apartment. It would be made by my own hard-earned money. Every single penny of it. Every single thing that I would buy in that house, in that space, would be by my own hard-earned money. And that's the space I wanted to be in before bringing you back in my life. But I think I was wrong, because money is not something that you only earn. Wealth and being secure, it's an inner feeling. Like now I feel much more secure with you, in our relationship, in our love with you. I know that I can sustain it myself as well. This big change also came into me when I saw you with other people, and when I saw you ignoring me. When I saw you ignore me and talk to other people, you not giving me responses or you not wanting to be there for me, and when I didn't see that same affection in your eyes, it really hurt me a lot. It hurt me the most. And that was the day I decided that I'm not gonna think that I will lose you, otherwise I will lose you. I was thinking about losing you, I was regretting it, and I saw you actually going up to someone else or hanging out with other people, other guys, or just other people who were more interested in you. They were also there for you. It's not that they were treating you badly, but I know that they're never gonna love you the way I love you. Never. In as many lives as they take, the love I feel for you is just the purest form of love. I don't want anything from you either. and I am not gonna force you to be with me. I became more solution oriented when at first I had just simply given up. I thought that it's never gonna work out. I can never talk to you. I can never be back with you. But when I saw you going away, or when I felt that I'm gonna lose you, I'm never gonna get you back in my life if this is how I go on doing things, I suddenly became more solution oriented. I could think of things to do that would bring us together. Even if I don't do big things, but I have to do important things. I now don't feel that it's a completely lost case. At one time I used to feel it's all over, it's gone completely. But now I don't think like that because of this pain that I faced, I have become a more optimistic person. I'm more positive and I have more solutions, and I know maybe today it's not perfect, but someday we will be together and we will be happy. But most important thing is that I love you and I am sure about it, which I wasn't 100% sure about it. I thought that okay, I can continue to live my life like this, doesn't matter. But it does matter. I don't want to care about what others think because you are my precious. And I have to see you every day and I have to talk to you many times. And this isn't made up love. It's not how other people love, how I see everywhere around. It's unconditional love. This love is not forced on me. It wasn't pre-planned. It's not done with other people's mutual arrangements or agreements. I know God is with both of us. And if this was God's way of teaching me to stop running, then it's okay. I know it was more painful, running away, running from the love you were giving me, thinking that I cannot pull it off. But now I see all the resources I have to pull it off. In fact, universe has made me more abundant ever since I thought that I want to pull it off. I do realize that this was important. If today someone asks me that, do you want that this separation should have never happened, or you hadn't gone through this pain, how would you have been, how would you have felt? I would not like to change anything. I'm absolutely fine the way things happen because this has taught me the most, or else I would be the same person. So thanks a lot for being there in my life, and also thank you so much for being so amazing. If you weren't so loving and kind and genuine, then others won't have loved you so much either or liked you so much. But I know that those people can see how much I love you because I'm not scared to hide my love for you. I'm glad we met, and I'm glad we had all the things that we had to face. We faced it together. We walked through the fire. I love you and I'll always do.